You're listening to the Orange Power Podcast, a product of Oklahoma State Athletics. Here are your hosts, Jessica Maury and the voice of the Cowboys, Dave Hunziker.
We start, as always, talking Cowboy basketball with head coach Mike Boynton. And you know what's interesting? The game is so fickle. You could easily be sitting here with a 6-game winning streak. You would have a win at Texas in that group, a win at Florida, a game you could have won, a win at home against Iowa State. I mean, it's, so close in so many ways and progress in some areas where you'd been struggling.
Yeah, our team is continuing to grow, and it's hard sometimes to see growth without it showing up in the win column. And so what I need to do is make sure I encourage our guys about the things that we have been doing well and try to do those things more consistently, and then show them what makes that so fickle, the small details that maybe have slipped a little bit that have caused us to maybe not be able to close out a few of these things. And some of those things just include simple things like guarding the basketball in one-on-one, finishing defensive possessions with rebounds. We actually guarded Kansas State's last play about as well as we could. And a good player stepped up and made a really difficult shot. And so you give a tip of the cap to them, but certainly can't ignore the progress that I've seen in our team over the last, 2.5 weeks.
Specifically regarding the Kansas State game, of course, they hit a shot with 2 seconds left to win that game. There were things coming out of the Florida game that you were not happy about. So did you see some of the improvement in those areas in the Kansas State game, despite the final score outcome?
Absolutely. I thought we were engaged collectively as a team. And I watch our bench emotion and reaction to our team having success or needing encouragement. And I was very pleased with that. I thought for the most part, we shared the ball well. We got the type of shots that you need to get against a Kansas State team to give yourself a chance. We didn't always make them, but playing the right way and sharing the ball effectively and consistently is something that we got to continue to emphasize as we move into the last, stretch of the season, so that we can finish with some momentum going into the offseason.
In fact, you look at the last 3 games collectively, that would be Iowa State, Florida, K-State. You shot 48% from the field in those 3 games combined. You have to go all the way back to the first week and a half of the season to find a stretch like that. So do you feel like that offensively, those numbers represent some progress that's being made? Because the defensive side's been the good side, the offense has been the struggle, but those numbers have improved a lot.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's flipped a little bit, right? Our defense hasn't been as good, particularly as it relates to guarding teams' best players. Nigel Pack last night got going early in the first half. The game prior to that, Tyree Appleby got going early in the second half. And obviously, we know Iowa State, Brockington was going pretty much the whole game. And so we got to do a better job of understanding how to cut the head of the snake off, so to speak, which will give us a chance to make some other players have to step up to the forefront. But to your point, I feel like our offense has made significant progress. I think the ball is being distributed well. I think we're getting the ball in the hands of the players who can make plays in the right situations. And then, sometimes fluky things happen. Bryce Thompson's an 80% free throw shooter, And so you feel very confident in the top ball game with however much time is that he's going to go to the line and make both. Worst case, make one, to put real pressure on K-State to have to go quicker, right, and make a play to try to score early. That didn't happen. And then we actually get a stop and we get a rebound and they tie us up. And so those are the kind of things that can change the dynamic in a very small margin of error game for our team right now.
You referenced Bryce Thompson. He had a career high of 22 points in the game at Kansas State, and the scoring has been increasing for him as of late. What do you attribute to that? I know he had some hip problems that really bothered him during the month of December. How much of his improvement is being healthier, and what else are you seeing that's led to his progress on the offensive end?
A big part of it is health. I mean, this game, especially when you're a dynamic, mobile player, when you're an athlete who relies on being able to explode away from people and get separation on your shots, not being able to do that can really, really hinder your effectiveness. So having him healthy was the biggest thing that we lacked in the middle of December and heading into January. And now that he's been healthy, I think he's getting more comfortable in our system. It takes a little while to adjust to a different style of play, to a different group of teammates. And I think both him and his teammates are now comfortable with each other and understanding how they can both be effective from an individual standpoint and how his individual success can help our team be in position to win some ball games.
Would you call him a throwback because of his in-between offensive game?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting deal. Him and Avery both feel more comfortable playing inside the three-point line as kind of mid-range jump shot shooters, which is a little unusual this day and age. I don't love that they both pass up too many threes. We got to continue to get those guys to shoot more because they're good shooters. But it is kind of a throwback and kind of nostalgic for me as a guy who grew up in an era where that was a valuable shot, to know that we got guys who still understand that you want to get to a spot where it's a shot that you can make consistently.
So next up, Bedlam against Oklahoma. First Bedlam meeting of the season. And what have you seen out of Oklahoma that gets your attention? Obviously, they have a new coach.
Yeah, a lot of newness down there. I think Harkless and Gibson and maybe Jalen Hill, maybe the only guys who returned from last year's team. Everybody else is a new face on their roster and then a new staff. So they're playing much different than Coach Kruger's teams. They play a lot of 5 out with the Groves kids being kind of like point centers and point forward type players. So they'll present some challenges that'll be a little bit different from K-State's big guys, which are more back to the basket screeners. But our guys will be ready. We know how big that game is. We've never shied away from understanding how important it is to our fans that we play well in all of our Bedlam matchups. And I look forward to getting our team prepared to go out there and compete at a high level on Saturday morning.
You know, I think about your history with Bedlam, and I have to go back to your first year. You're facing some adversity going into that game. We'd had an all-night trip home from Baylor the previous Monday, a game that we had lost. And then you have Bedlam, who, you know, Trae Young was rolling. Oklahoma comes in and you upset them. You know, I can think of at least that time, you know, maybe a couple of years ago where you needed a win and Bedlam came along and you performed at a very high level.
Yeah, it's been something we've always talked about. We understand we don't get 2 wins for winning the game Saturday, but we know that this game means more. This game does mean more, and it's important that our players understand it. We've got a lot of guys who've been in this game, in multiple of these games, Isaac likely being the most experienced in this matchup. But we also have some other guys from the state of Oklahoma who understand the importance of this game as well. And so I have no doubt that we'll be ready, fired up, excited, and our fans will bring the energy that we need to help us play as well as we're possibly capable of.
It is a unique set of circumstances, once again, because of the late game Wednesday night in Manhattan. The weather changed the travel plan, so you didn't get back into Stillwater until 3 a.m. Thursday. And then you stop and think about it. It's almost like a big Monday turnaround. I mean, it's 11 a.m. Saturday and you're playing. Do you have any concern about, you know, what the week's been like leading into it, given kind of the strange start time at 11 a.m.?
Yeah, there's a little bit of mindfulness as you prepare in practice today and tomorrow about what you do from a physical standpoint, because you want your guys to be fresh and ready to go. And, you know, on their side, they played on Monday.
Yeah.
So they had an even extra amount of time to kind of get themselves rested and recovered and ready to go. So we'll definitely do the best we can to balance the physical preparation with the mental preparation. But there's no doubt it's going to be a heavy emphasis on understanding the importance of Bedlam matchups, especially the ones here in Gallagher-Iba, and making sure that our fans understand that we know how important this game is to them.
It's also important because we will remember the 10 on Saturday and honor those that lost their lives in the tragic plane crash in 2001. And I know it's a very important day for you and an opportunity for you to have a chance to spend some time with the loved ones of those who really gave their lives serving Oklahoma State in the basketball program.
No question. All 10 of those families, the Hancocks, the Weibergs, the Tegans, the Noys, all of them mean so much to us. I've been able to meet several family members of each person, and I feel such a connection with them and so grateful that they've continued to love this university in spite of the fact that they lost a loved one, representing this university. And so we definitely will do everything we can to make sure that they understand how important they are to the life of our program. And hopefully that includes a bow on the end, which is a Bedlam win for everybody.
Coming up Jessica sits down with Lexy Keys and Taylen Collins from the Cowgirl basketball team. Stay with us.
Hello, sweet babies. Welcome to your new home. You have changed our life, and you may even change the world. And because of you, 2021 is the best year ever. Mercy has helped moms deliver babies for nearly 200 years. To find out how to welcome your baby at Mercy, visit mercy.net/OSUmom.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, bikes for the whole family are just a click away. Buy online at academy.com with our free in-store assembly. Your next set of wheels, plus helmets, pads, and water bottles will be waiting for you at our in-store pickup counter. Get to the fun faster with our in-store pickup and free assembly at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
When we made the decision that we were going to build the Durant Solar Farm, we had the idea of an anchor tenant, and the first one that we thought about was the Choctaw Nation.
It was a perfect fit for us whenever OG&E approached us about this relationship and this idea. They reflect a lot of our same values. They're about growth of our communities. They're about growth of our state. They're trying to help us preserve Oklahoma, our heritage here in the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma.
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Welcome back to the Orange Power Podcast. We're talking Cowgirl basketball today. I am joined by Lexy Keys and Taylen Collins. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right, so first things first, you guys are pretty close. How did your friendship kind of come to be?
I would say we had like a basketball camp here, wasn't it? And my head coach at my high school kind of like told us about it because I guess her and your dad were good friends or something. And so they were like, hey, we have this girl named Lexy. He's going to be there. And we also had my former teammate, Hannah Boyette, come with us too. And we were just kind of there chilling, hanging out, doing competitions together. So
how old were y'all?
Oh. I don't know. Was it high school?
Yeah, it was
sometime in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably towards the junior year.
Yeah.
Did y'all kind of keep each other informed with like your decision to come here, to sign here?
No,
not really.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't.
So so who signed first, and then was the other one like, oh my gosh, yay, like this is great, or what was kind of, or did you like the friendship become more of a thing when you got here?
I think you signed first, didn't you?
Yeah, I signed to a different school actually, and then I transferred late, but. Yeah, she came here first.
And the funny thing is like I was like coming back from Walmart or something, and then I'm pulling up and I see her walking up the stair, or about to walk up the stairs of Davis Hall, and I'm like, is that Lexy? And we make eye contact, and I didn't even park my car.
She's
my car
screaming.
was still driving, and she was like, I'm coming here, and I was like, what? My car wasn't even in park, and I was like still rolling. But yeah, it was exciting.
I love that. That's so cool. And so then when you decided to come here, what was obviously the first year with COVID and stuff kind of weird, but what was it like getting to play together?
It was fun. It was obviously a weird year, but I didn't have a roommate, so like I would just call her whenever I needed something or wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Or wanted to go get ice cream or whatever. But I think when we got here is when we got the closest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You didn't have a roommate? That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it was good and bad. COVID was like, it was already, like we were already isolated and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It was good and bad.
Yeah. Are y'all roommates now?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Y'all still live on campus or you live off campus?
We live off campus.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. So what's been your favorite memory since being here? Like, what's your favorite best friend moment?
What would you say?
I think my favorite times are like when we just go out to get something to eat or just go to get ice cream. Like just like the random things that we do.
Yeah, because we like to eat.
Yeah. But I think the ice cream runs are probably my favorite because every time I would get ice cream without her, I would get in trouble. So
I love that. I feel like when you become like an adult, it's not fun. But when you become an adult, like you don't have anyone that wants to go run and get random things with you. I feel like that's like partly why I got a dog. But like it's hard to find like someone that's like, oh yeah, I'll just go get ice cream whenever. But like in college, that was like the move. That was always great, and it makes it more fun. Like you're not just going to McDonald's, you eat inside, and then you go, and then you just make a time out of it. So that's super fun. So what's the go-to ice cream? What is y'all's go-to ice cream order?
I like to go to Freddy's.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like to get this like chocolate brownie delight thing. It's like loaded with chocolate.
My go-to is anything with chocolate.
Yeah.
Anything.
Do you like Freddy's too, or what is your ice cream place of choice?
I like Freddy's. It isn't. I'm not really picky. She's a lot more picky than me, so I just go with the flow.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like you just can't mess up ice cream.
You can't.
So it's always a move. So you're a lot. What do you mean by she's a lot more picky? Like, where are you? We only eat at certain places, or
she only eats certain places.
But like when I have something that I like at those places, like I could eat it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like there's I don't remember what place it is, but like there's one like fast food restaurant. She only likes this one seasonal thing, so she'll only eat it during that time.
It's Arby's. And they didn't even have it this year.
And it's seasonal.
So you have to go and get it then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, I feel that. I feel that for sure. So okay, we'll stick with food. It's Girl Scout cookie season. So what is y'all's favorite flavor or kind of Girl Scout cookie? I feel like this is a hot topic people have been talking about.
I would have to pick between those Thin Mint, like the chocolate Thin Mints, and then the one with the coconut and then the stripe.
Yes.
Those are good.
Yeah, I forgot they changed the name of those, so I can't remember what they're called.
It's like Dream. Is it something with Dream something? I don't know.
I don't remember, but those are so good.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah. I need to find like where they're selling them because I don't know any children.
They have some like in Walmart, but it's not like the same.
It's not the same. Not the same at all. What about you? Your favorite?
Mine's the coconut one.
Yeah.
I don't really like mint that much, but I like the coconut one.
Yeah. The Thin Mints, if they're frozen. Like if you put them in the freezer, have you done that? Oh, that's the move. Put them in the freezer and then they're way better.
Interesting.
Yes. They're way like, then it's hard to only eat like one or two. That's like, and they put them in that sleeve. I could eat a whole sleeve of those. Like,
really?
So fast.
Yeah.
Same with the coconut
It's their
ones.
strategy.
Yeah. Once they're open, like, because they like put them in like the little separate, there's like rows of 4 or whatever. I'm like, oh, well, I'll just finish off this row.
It's only 4.
Yeah, it's only 4. So I can finish off the row. Or like, you don't want to leave it with just one.
Yeah.
You just need to eat that last one. It is not healthy. Favorite, do you guys like candy? You guys eat, that's like been a common topic here on the Orange Power podcast, is favorite candy.
I like peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably mix it with gotta have something sour. So those like Sour Patch, watermelon.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah,
those are good.
good.
Yeah.
When we would travel last year, was it last year?
Yeah.
We would get those every trip and just have them like on the little nightstand and like just pick at them all day or whatever.
I think those are, you gotta mix, you can't just have one.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I'd love to put, one of my friends put me on like Reese's Pieces or M&Ms in your popcorn. Like when you're watching a movie, you just like pour some Reese's Pieces in and like shake it up, and then you get like a little occasional chocolate.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, this is fun.
Yeah. I've heard of like M&Ms and popcorn, but I haven't tried the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah,
one.
I feel like I like Reese's Pieces better than M&Ms, but I like the peanut butter, I think, better. But I could also just eat any candy at any time. It's not good for me as I have like no metabolism. So it's so funny I always talk about like, because sometimes I'll get to come up and eat pregame meal with you guys, and it's like, all sorts of really, I'm like, oh, fettuccine Alfredo, amazing.
Yeah.
Spaghetti, also at the same time, amazing. Like everything. And then I eat cornbread muffins, the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
The greatest cornbread muffins I've ever had. I think about those all the time. Because last year I didn't get to eat with you guys because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I was missing the cornbread muffins. But yeah, I eat all of that. And then I'm like, wow, this is like so delicious. And then I realize like, I'm not about to burn 5,000 calories playing a basketball game. I'm about to sit for like 2 hours and not move. And I maybe should watch I maybe should throw some broccoli in there, like protein. Because I'm literally like, oh, I'll just eat the fettuccine Alfredo and the spaghetti and whatever bread.
Yeah.
Like whatever else is in there. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. Like those with the hash browns in the morning, or like
the cheesy hash browns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are so
I
good.
just now got her to eat those.
Those are really good.
Yeah, I look forward to those in the morning.
Those are really good. I was a big fan of those. I felt like I could eat a lot of those, and I shouldn't. I should need to portion
They're
it out.
good. They're like weirdly good though.
I know, and I didn't realize it was cheap. I just thought that they were like regular, and I don't know what I thought. And then I ate them, and I was like, wow, these are pretty great. These are pretty awesome. I can't wait to sit and not burn any of this off. But yeah, it's just I get so excited. I know it's like the same food all the time, but I like it because I don't get it all the time. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I get to eat this. It's so good. But yeah, so okay, what about cereal? Are you big cereal eaters? No?
The best kind is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yep, I knew you were gonna say
it's
that.
The
Is
best
like
kind.
that's unequivocally like what everyone has said is the best.
I don't eat cereal that much.
Yeah.
She gets that, so I'll eat it whenever I want cereal. But what's the other one you got with the almonds?
Oh, Honey Bunches of Oats.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
That's
okay.
good.
And that's like healthy.
Yeah,
I put quotations up. I don't know.
If
I
it's
put a
healthy,
lot
I
of
promise you
sugar.
she will not be eating it.
I put a lot of sugar in it.
You put sugar on top?
It takes all the health away.
I get it from my dad because my dad does this too. But like, you put a bunch of sugar in it, and then like you can like scrape it, and you get like a sugar on the spoon, and then the syrup. Yeah,
That is good.
That's
I feel like
good.
I used to put sugar on like Chex or like anything plain. Anything plain, I would put sugar on it.
yeah.
But I can't do
Sugar
that now.
and salt, she's all about it.
You
Yeah.
put sugar and salt on everything.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like sure. I used to do like, oh, I'm just gonna have some like cut up strawberries. Oh, you know what would make this better? Sugar.
Yeah.
Which completely.
You can't have strawberries without sugar.
Yeah, which completely like ruins it. So it already has sugar.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, it needs more
Just
sugar.
a little bit more. It can't hurt.
Yeah, I can't make this. Can't have a healthy decision. I have to put sugar on things. I stopped. I don't think I own sugar in my house now. I don't think I have any. Because I've
Really?
tried to stop. Like, I don't put it in my coffee or anything anymore. I'm like trying to not use it.
You drink
So-
straight black coffee?
No, I put like the sugar-free syrups that they sell at Home Goods.
I think
Yeah.
I've heard about
The
that.
like Skinny Girl or something. They're very good. Because you would think they would not be good, but they're like $4 and they're great.
Yeah.
And then I just put creamer in it, but I
Yeah.
just don't need the sugar, so that's nice. But I remember I had to like cook something, and the recipe called for sugar, and I literally had to go to my neighbor, and I was like, I need a teaspoon of sugar, and she's like, okay, like what a weird amount. I'm just gonna give you a baggie of sugar, like here you go. But yeah, do you guys cook at all?
We have one time. Well,
One time.
okay.
Just one time ever.
I've made breakfast a couple of times.
Okay.
And
Is it
then-
cereal?
No, I made like pancakes and bacon, and then
She'll eat these cinnamon sticks
Oh,
every day.
yeah. Those are good.
What's it, you make them?
Well, no, you just put them in the oven.
Oh, okay,
but-
yeah. Yeah. Anything with cinnamon in the morning, like cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
They're so good. So bad for you.
Yeah.
I typically don't even like cinnamon that much.
Yeah.
I just like eating bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, bread is my weakness.
Yeah. I think that's why I could never like cut. Everyone's like, just cut out bread and you'll do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, is it worth it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's where I also think like I think I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, but I don't care. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna cut out cheese or butter or, ice cream.
Yeah.
Like no way. I'll just suffer. But it's not worth cutting it all out because there's no way. Like I put it in so many different
Yeah.
things. But yeah, so you guys cooked the one time. What did you make?
I think we made tortellini. Was it tortellini?
Yeah, it was like
It's like chicken
just
Alfredo.
Okay.
but
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, if you put any meat in anything, like you have to cook the meat, that
Yeah.
counts as cooking.
Yeah,
does.
definitely.
But I feel like we're so busy, and then we get fed here, and
Yeah.
so it's like you don't really have the chance to cook.
Yeah, which I think I don't like cooking. I'm not good at it, and I'm not patient. Like, I just don't have the patience to cook anything. I'm just like, I want this to be done now. Like, I can warm stuff up. Like, I have an air fryer. I can air fry stuff.
Yeah.
I love my air fryer.
Yes.
Love it.
The air fryer's the move.
It is the move.
Yeah.
She's scared to use my air fryer.
She just got it. I don't want to break it.
I'm scared to use the Instant Pot. Like, I don't know if you ever use, like, there's like a thing where it's like, oh, release the steam, and it like comes out, and I'm like, it's gonna explode.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna explode and everything. It's gonna be bad. So then I literally just sits in my cabinet. I don't use it. It's bad. I should use it. But I got the air fryer and I use that all the time.
Yeah, you can use it for anything.
I know. I made nachos in it last night.
Really?
Nachos.
That's easy.
Yeah. You just put chips and cheese, and then you put it in for 3 minutes, and then it's all melty. Yeah, it was delicious. Yeah, I'm very lazy.
I made cookies in it the other day. And I swear they're so good. I feel like they're so much better in that.
I've never made cookies in there. I need to do that.
Because like a crispy edge and then doughy on the inside.
Yes.
Oh, it was so good.
That does sound good. I need to utilize more. I see stuff on TikTok all the time, and I like save it, and I'm like, I'm so gonna make that. And I never do.
Never do.
Ever. Every time I see, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that to my hair. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna buy this, and then I never find. And then you can never find it.
Yeah.
Like when you go back and search, you're like, is it? No, I can't find anything. But yeah, I know we've had some football players on, like, I think Jalen Warren was like, oh, yeah, I can cook. And then I was like, oh, what do you cook? And he's like, spaghetti. And I was like, that's not cooking. And he's like, you have to boil the water. And I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, I make spaghetti all the time.
Yeah.
But, like, I wouldn't say I cook. Like, I can put pasta in boiling water. I'm chilling. I use store-bought sauce. Like, I'm not making anything. Like, if I have to use more than one pan, it's over. Like, I'm not.
Game over.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, warm up the sauce, you know, and then put it on. I'm like, no. How about I just pour it on top of it? Hope for the best. If it's a little cold, whatever. Who cares? Okay, so Valentine's Day is coming up. What is the best gift you guys have received for Valentine's Day? Do you have one? Or best gift maybe you've given?
I would say for me, it was when I was coming home from school and my dad put like a teddy bear on my bed and then flowers and chocolate and then like a little Valentine's card. Cause that's like, I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
so.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's nice. My dad used to do that for me too. It was nice.
I don't really know what I would say. Flowers and chocolate are always good. I feel like that everyone gets that for Valentine's Day. I don't know though.
Flowers and chocolate, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah, there was a little like stretch a couple years ago where my little brother's friend, and he was like a really good family friend. Like the whole family was close with my family, and he's younger than me. He's like probably 3 or 4 years younger than me, but he would get me flowers and a teddy bear and chocolate every year for like 4 years straight. It was the same person every year.
That's sweet though. Yeah. You can count on that kid.
I know.
Does he still get you stuff now, or he's like,
no, he's older now.
He's over it.
He's moved on.
Yeah, he's moved on. That is nice though. I feel like the like Chick-fil-A heart-shaped nugget thing sounds like a move. Have you seen that?
I don't think I have.
It's like a heart-shaped tray, and it's just nuggets.
Oh.
That'd be a good gift.
I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with nuggets.
Yeah.
Like,
especially Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I feel like flowers and stuff is always the move. Because jewelry, I just feel like they push like heart-shaped jewelry, and no woman wants that.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants heart-shaped stuff. Like, that's weird, you know? But guys are like, oh yeah, that's cute. It's hearts, and she likes
I love it.
like, no, absolutely not. PSA to any of the men listening to this podcast: do not get heart-shaped jewelry. Stick with the flowers and the nuggets, probably. Okay, so next, let's talk about best trip. What's the best trip you guys have ever been on, with or without? It doesn't have to be a basketball trip. It could be just a vacation.
I would say last summer, my family had like a little girls trip, and so we drove to Florida.
Okay.
And had like a beach trip, and we stayed like in this beach house, and it was like so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
No boys, just
Yeah,
girls.
love that.
Yeah.
No heart-shaped jewelry.
No heart-shaped jewelry.
That's the drive to Florida though. That's
yeah. That's a long drive.
Yeah, we all had to like take shifts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think I drove majority of the time too, and we took like 2 cars.
Yeah. I drove in college. We drove to Panama City for spring break.
Really?
And that was just a terrible idea. Like, I don't know. That was a terrible idea. And we drove in like a pickup truck, so it wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
And the anticipation makes everything worse.
Yes. And then the drive back after spring break, you're just like, everyone's sunburnt.
Yeah.
Like, nobody
You're
wants to-
hurting.
Yes. And like, it was raining. And so, of course, we had to like figure out how to cover our bags in the like bed of the pickup truck. And it was just like, and of course, like it was me and my 2 college best friends and then 2 of our guy friends, and they did not care about the bags getting wet. So then we had to go like figure out, we're like, we don't want our bags to get wet. And they're like, figure it out. But yeah, that was, that drive was not.
Yeah, and we kept stopping every 30 minutes. With boys, they're like, we're going to get there. We're going to drive
Y'all
like
had to stop
5 hours. Yeah, we stopped like every 30 minutes. We didn't even realize we were doing it, though.
What were you just like, oh, I want to go to, what were you stopping
we
at?
We got to pee, or we're like, we're hungry. Like, we're just...
Yeah. I'm the worst at stopping. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I want to get through, but then other times I'm like, oh, Buc-ee's. Like, I always stop at Buc-ee's.
You have to stop at Buc-ee's.
You have to stop at Buc-ee's. And it's such an ordeal to, like, get in there and find parking, and then you're like, then you spend, it's not a quick trip.
No, it's like you're like in there for an hour, and you don't even realize it.
You need a cart.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh, these are good gifts. Oh, I need this for my dog. Oh, do I need a Buc-ee's onesie? Probably not, but I'm gonna buy it. Do I need this Buc-ee's swimsuit? Probably. Like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And they have everything is theirs, and I'm like, man, that's cute, you know. And so, but now it's getting built more places, so it's not as like unique.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I will always stop there.
Yeah.
I get the taffy.
The taffy?
They're like taffy. Have you had it? Yeah, like their saltwater taffy or whatever. It's really good.
I usually get like fudge.
That fudge is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have good food. They have good food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you wouldn't think about it, but like when my before I came here, I worked at a TV station that was located in Temple, Texas, and there's a Buc-ee's like 4 minutes away, and we would just get our like dinner break food there. Like their chicken tenders and fries were good, and like their burgers and
their
barbecue
sandwiches are
good. And I'm like, you would never think like this is where I'm gonna go get my dinner. It's a gas station, but yeah. Yeah, I always stop there. But yeah, I have a hard time sometimes. I have a dog now, so whenever I drive with her, I feel like I have to stop so that she can go out or whatever. But I feel like I'd prefer to just power through.
Yeah.
And drive
when
straight
we
through.
travel, we don't stop that much.
Yeah.
We stop like halfway, and if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to hold it.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like at least like when y'all travel, whenever y'all have to take the bus, at least the bus has like a bathroom in it and stuff, right? So that's nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wrestlers were talking about when we had Dayton Fix and Caden Guffeller on last week, they were talking about how last year they had to take buses all the time, and there was the sleeper buses, so they had like beds in them.
Really?
Yeah, which
We've
seems
never
pretty
used
cool.
those.
Well, they had to drive like 20 hours. So I think they had to go to like South Dakota and Minnesota and somewhere else like on the bus, and they were talking about the sleeper bus. And I was like, that actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
I think you'd never be awake. You would have to stop.
Yeah. I feel like that would be kind of fun to see what. It just seems like a giant bus.
Yeah.
I would like to see the logistics of how this bus works out.
I can't really picture it.
Me neither.
They'd have to take maybe multiple. They have a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've
never seen
Google
one.
it. Me neither. I'm gonna have to Google it. Because I was like, if you're driving 20 hours on one of those charter buses, like no.
Yeah.
Like I took that to the Big 12 championship game, and I was like, this is 3
A lot of
hours
unhappy
and I
people.
don't like it at all. Yeah. Yeah, the ride back was not fun. The ride there was good. We stopped at Buc-ee's. It was a good time. And for a lot of the guys, that was their first time ever going to Buc-ee's, and like the Buc-ee's mascot guy was there, like Bucky, I assume his name is. He was and all the players were taking pictures of them and stuff. It was actually really cute. It was funny because he's just walking around in his
beaver.
Yeah. They were just taking pictures.
We stopped at a Buc-ee's last year, and one of my teammates had never gone into it.
Yeah,
I was
there
like,
was a couple of them.
I was like preparing her. I was like, listen.
Who was it?
I don't remember. I don't remember who it was. But I was like preparing them. I was like, listen, it's not just an ordinary gas station. You're not prepared. You are not prepared for this.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's always what you have to do. I tell my friend's like, you overhype everything. Like everything you have is the greatest ever. And I'm like, oh, this is the best thing you'll ever have. And she's like, it's okay. She's like, so I don't know if I believe the hype of this Buc-ee's. And then I
don't think you can overhype Buc-ee's.
No.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, it's pretty great. And I was like, told you. Like the fact that it's like also like a Hobby Lobby inside. Like you can also shop for stuff. Like it's just wild. You can spend a lot of money there. Okay, so what was your best trip?
I think my favorite place to go to is hands down Seaside, Florida.
Okay.
I think that's my favorite place. There's we always take like family vacations there, and so I think that's why it's my favorite. But yeah, anywhere in Florida, I love.
Yeah, I've never been to Seaside. It sounds nice.
There's like this snow cone place, and it makes me not ever want a snow cone here because it's legitimately the best snow cone I've ever had.
Really?
It has like cream in it and all kinds of stuff. It's so good. I think it's called Frostbites or something like that. But yeah, if you ever come across Frostbites, you need to go.
I will try it. I need to. Anytime I can go to Florida too, I feel like it's super fun. I went to a wedding in Miami a couple years ago, and that was awesome. I was like, I want to live here. This place seems cool. I was like, I don't think I can get up like they. Everything is like open really late there, and they're up really late, and then they don't go to stuff until late. So like they don't go out until like 11 o'clock at night, or like, and they don't go like everyone always talked when the Heat were really good, like that the Heat fans show up so late. There was like they show up so late, and it's like that's like when they that's their time. Like they're so late all the time, and I don't know why, but that's how they like work there. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, okay, I can't do that. I can't live that lifestyle. I can't like stay up that late. I just need to sleep all the time. I value my sleep too much. Okay, so who is the funniest teammate on the team?
Oh, I feel like it's between Naya and Brittany.
Yeah.
Like that's a close one.
Okay. What makes them funny?
The thing about them is like this is their personality. Like they don't have to try. They're just like the stuff they say, how they say it, like it gets everybody laughing.
They're both just like so nonchalant that like when they say something, it's just like out of nowhere, and it's just hilarious all the time.
That's awesome. I feel like those are good people that aren't trying to be funny. They're just like funny.
Yeah.
Then it's and you need that on a team.
They don't even know they're being funny half the time.
Yeah. I feel like you need that on a team. Okay, so best dressed teammate.
That'd be between Kennedy and Naya.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do they dress up a lot or?
Not. I mean, when they go out, they will. Like if the boys have like a basketball game and they want to dress up for that, or like if we want to like go out together one weekend, they'll dress up for that and stuff. And so they always compete against each other. So
yeah, I don't think I can pick a winner on that. They can hash that out.
Okay, who has the best shoe game?
Oh,
Naya.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of shoes. Like
I probably have to say Naya
every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I talked to somebody like when we had BT on here, Bryce Thompson, the other day. He was talking about how many shoes he had too, and I'm like, I just went like I have like 15 pairs of sneakers, and I feel like that's just every time I go to, I'm like, that's not enough. I need more.
I have way too many shoes. It's ridiculous how many shoes and clothes I have.
Is it like sneakers or is it all different kinds of shoes?
I think it's just all different kinds of shoes. I have in my room, I have like a shoe rack.
Oh, I love that.
That my dad had made for me.
Okay.
And then in my closet, there's like piled and it's bad. And then in my clothes, we have like a walk-in closet, so I have my clothes in there, and then like the storage closet outside. Too. It's bad.
Oh my gosh, I feel like you don't even have time to wear those clothes.
No,
you're always like getting
but
ready
like
for practice.
I feel like when I try to get rid of them, I'm like, oh, but I might use that. I know I might have to use that.
That was me literally last night. I was like looking at my closet, and I have like this weird like poncho looking thing that I never wore. And I'm like, I don't even know if this is cute, but I'm like, maybe one day it'll be cute.
Be back
and I like just put it back, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna wear it. I don't think I've ever worn it to begin with. But yeah, that's my New Year's resolution was to like wear the clothes in my closet and then decide if I like them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I wear like, workout clothes and t-shirts and OSU stuff all the time. So I never really get to try on the clothes. And then I'm like, wait, I actually hate this.
Yeah, my mom will buy me clothes and I don't have time to like go out, like dress up and stuff like that all the time. And so she'll see it again. Like, this still has a tag on it. I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, about that.
Sorry, I didn't have time.
Yeah, and I feel like I always tell myself, oh, well, when I move, I'll just get rid of all of it, and then I usually don't. Like, I still keep the same things.
Yeah.
And like shoes, I like wear all my sneakers, but I have heels and stuff that I never wear, and I'm like, do I need like?
But you might need them one day.
I might need to wear this. Yeah, and it's just like I keep all. I'm
better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, I'm a hoarder like that with clothes. I feel like. Clothes and like pictures on my phone. I refuse to delete pictures and videos off my phone.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not really like that. I'm not a big picture taker.
Really?
No, but my mom, she's always on me about it. She's like, you'll need those memories. You'll want to have those pictures to remember.
I like save all of them, and then I have so many, and I just don't delete them. And I'm like, because I'm just afraid I'll lose them forever. Like, even if I save them to like a different thing, I'm like, oh, well, that won't work.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna be on my phone.
Yeah, they're gonna be gone forever. And I'm like, why do I need this one picture of this one thing? And I'm like, one day I might need that. And somebody might be like, oh, did you know? And I'm like, oh, I have that. I have that one picture that I don't actually need. Yeah, I save all of them. And then I take pictures at the games and stuff whenever I'm not like doing sideline. So I take pictures and then we can like send them to our phones from the camera and edit them on our phone. So I have so many unedited and like edited photos from games, and they take up so much space. But I'm like, oh, what if like one day I need this? I don't ever.
I
need
have
it.
so many random screenshots. I'm
Yes,
like, oh,
I
I'm gonna look back and want to read this again.
Yes, I save all the screenshots. I screenshot like recipes that I'll never make. And I'm just like, oh yeah, what if I need that one random like stir fry recipe? I can go find it.
And we don't cook.
I don't ever
I'm
make
gonna
it.
start.
Yeah, I don't ever make it. And then I remember when I was like before, because I refused to like make a TikTok account. Like I was like, I'm not gonna get one.
Oh, that's
but
what
then I did.
everybody said.
I did.
I don't
Honestly.
even have TikTok.
You don't really?
Yeah, I had it for a while and then I got rid of it. I think because it was taking too much of my time.
It takes up a lot of my time.
Because like it's like once you start, you can't stop.
No.
It's like a rabbit hole.
I know. I feel like, and I like my personality is like a lot of TikTok references. Like, like it's just not good. But then when people don't know it, then it's like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Like, what do I talk
What
to you
do I
about?
do?
Like, what do I talk to you about? But yeah, I used to like, because before you had the, before you had like the account, you couldn't like the photos and like save them, you know, or the videos to like go back and watch them because you didn't have an account. And I was like, I'm not making an account. So I would just screenshot them and have to like search to go back and like find that one video. And I was like, I finally gave in and made an account, and that was fine.
TikTok was not good for me though. Last year I got quarantined and that's all I did was make TikToks. I never posted them, but I seen her. She's like, yeah, you need to not.
I was like, yeah, don't post these.
So that's nice that you're comfortable with it. I made any TikToks I couldn't. I would have to be like,
they were all just goofy. Like it wasn't actually like real ones.
It's it's so funny. I never want. I'm like, no. I never make anything. Like, I just still like, I'll like do things with my dog.
Yeah.
Like she can be in them, but I'm like, I don't really want me to be doing anything. But I'll learn the dances on my own and just have them like for myself. But we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really enjoyed getting to know y'all a little bit more. So the Cowgirls will be in action Wednesday, taking on Kansas in Lawrence, and then you guys will be back here on February 12th, I believe, for your next home game. So you can catch the Cowgirls in Gallagher-Iba Arena. Thank you so much for joining me, Taylen Collins and Lexy Keys. And thank you guys for listening and watching the Orange Power Podcast. We'll be right back here next week.